And look who decides to show up.
Hey guys, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Atlanta first, but then New Orleans.
New Orleans. Look at that.
Super excited to introduce our next speaker. And not just because he's a self-proclaimed evil scientist bent on taking over the world. This claim is probably not quite as far-fetched and insane as it sounds, because he's a former robotics scientist who worked at both NASA and the Institute for Human and Machine Cognition, building exoskeleton and humanoid robotics technology to better mankind. Real talk, I got this bio last night after 3 Jack and Coke, so I'm still trying to figure out what all this means. So anyway, he's taken his robotic expertise and applied that to reverse engineering Google ranking methodology to help build an SEO system that has found tremendous success for his clients, his students, and himself. And he really believes to be a successful investor in current markets, one has to have 2 things: credibility and an online presence. So not only is Gerald successful in building Iron Man suits and search engine optimization systems, he's also built a very successful house flipping business with his life partner, Jess. And with that, I'd like you guys to welcome to the stage, Gerald Norden.
Imagine a room, right? This room is big. It's gigantic, ridiculously big, filled with people. None of them want to sell their house, but you don't know that because you know these people. Are you guys still with me? Okay, so imagine this, right? So really try to picture this. So now here you are, investor. You walk inside this room, and you say, everybody focus, pay attention. I'm going to climb on stage. And I'm going to say, everybody over the age of 65, go to the left-hand side of the room, the rest, get lost. Bunch of people leave, bunch of people stay. Like this room is like so big, right? So there's plenty of people left over. So now you say, okay, great. Everybody that is an absentee owner, go to the right-hand side of the room and the rest, beat it. You smell like wet ape, get lost, you stink, get out. Bunch of people leave, bunch of people stay. Things are getting exciting right now, right? So that's you're kind of getting at, right? Okay. Now you say, everybody that is left over, if you have 0 mortgage left, you get to stay, the rest, I don't want to see you, get lost. Do we all agree that we have the golden room, yes? The golden audience, right? Okay. Now I say, okay, I have a ton of money. I have cash. You can't hear me? Michael, can you turn the volume up or something? Check, check, check. Can you hear me now? Yeah. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Mic check, 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 check. Is audio guy here? Much better? Okay, make it a little bit higher then. Awesome. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Start over, or you guys follow so far? Start over? Okay. Imagine a room.
We got rid of all the sucky people.
This room is big, bigger than this room, bigger than my ego. It's ridiculously big. Filled with people. Nobody wants to sell their house because you just don't know these people, right? You're just complete strangers in this room. You walk in as an investor and you say, okay, everybody over the age of 65, go to the left-hand side of the room, the rest get lost. Bunch of people leave, slap you across the face, they go. Then you say, okay, everybody that is an absentee owner, go to the right-hand side of the room, the rest, you're not needed, go. So everybody can hear me, everybody can follow me, yes? Hi. Now, you say, everybody that is left over, there's zero mortgage left. You are the good-looking ones, you get to stay, the rest ugly, go. Bunch of people leave, right? So now you guys are going to get excited, you're going to start to drool, these are good, you're going to make a lot of money. So, out of nothing, you grab some stuff, you open it up, a suitcase full of $100,000 bills. And you say, I can buy your house right now in cash. Bad tenants don't care. Foreclosure don't care. Your house is a piece of crap, don't care. How many people do you think will raise their hand? Anybody. By the way, okay, so instead of just lecturing you, I'm going to really train you guys how to think SEO, lead generation, and credibility, okay? So you have to participate. That's the only way you're actually going to get it, okay? So, how many people are going to raise their hand? 10%. Anybody that says like 3%, because that's like direct marketing rate, right, is smart, but still wrong. So, nobody. Do you know why?
No credibility.
At the beginning of the story, I said, the room is filled with people. Nobody wants to sell their house, but you don't know that yet. What I did is I described literally direct marketing, lists, anything to do with buying leads. Not because you filter your list 15 times does it mean that the leftover people are motivated. It's an illusion. You are filtering your list based on criteria that have nothing to do with motivation. Who here knows the absentee owner list? Everybody loves it, right? Why? Anybody know why? They say that if you have two houses, chances are you're willing to sell one, right? How stupid is that? How ridiculous is that? If I have two houses, it means I wanted two houses. If I have two houses, it means I have enough money to buy two houses. Why would you simply assume that because I have two houses, not only do I want to sell one, but I want to sell one below market value? How many of you have two houses or more? I will give you half the price for your house. Are you going to sell it to me? No, right? Investors don't think. If you've seen me on Bigger Pockets, you know I'm a douchebag, right? That is why I get frustrated. I am allergic to ignorance. So, it gets worse. What happens when you filter your list? Your list gets smaller. I just established, right, that filtering your list doesn't up the quality of your list. It just makes your list smaller. If you are doing direct marketing, it's a numbers game. The more mailers you send, the more deals you're going to make. There is no science to this. It's just logic. It's just math, right? Every time you filter your list gets smaller, you reach less people, you have less chance to make a deal. The only way you can become successful doing direct marketing or anything to do with lists, if you do mass volume, because it's just a shotgun approach. It gets worse. Do you all agree that direct marketing, lists, paying for leads, it's expensive, yes? Do you realize that you're spending a lot of money trying to reach people? Yes? Keep in mind, I said people. I did not say motivated sellers. I said people. Only after you spend that money are you going to ask them, hey, do you want to sell your house? Do you see how ridiculous this whole thing is, right? This is a huge flaw when it comes to investing. And check this out. Only after you spend that money, only after you reach those people, are you going to ask them, do you want to sell your house? Direct marketing success rate is like 0.5%, but let's just say it's 3%, okay? Do we all agree if I say 3% is a fair number?
Sure.
That means every 100 times you ask somebody to sell their house, 97 times they will say, get lost, you're ugly, get me off your list, you suck. Every single time. Are you going to get your money back when they say no? The answer is, oh hell no, of course not. Do you know what I do? I don't lift a finger, I don't spend a cent, I don't do anything, I don't even know these people exist. I don't even know they're alive. By the time they reach out to me, they have seen me, they've learned everything there is to know, they learned my website, they have convinced themselves, not just that they want to sell their house, but they want to sell their house to me, specifically to me. Otherwise, they wouldn't fill in the forms, right? I don't spend a cent until they know they're motivated. And do you know what happens? The phone rings. I say, Gerald speaking. I hear like silence. I hear, Gerald. They say, is it Gerald? Really? It's you? Oh my God, man. I called 3 companies and nobody picks up the phone. You're the only one who picks up the phone. And then they go on, man, I saw your website, I've been following you, saw your flips, you're doing amazing work, and they go on for like 3 minutes. I say, dude, stop. What can I do for you? Man, I know you're busy, know you're awesome, but do you mind if you can just spare like a half an hour and give me an offer? I say, fine. They say, oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you know what everybody else does? The phone rings. Before you even can say hello, they say, who is this? Before you even say, you can answer the phone, say, I got 15 letters from you, you only sent 1. But they will tell you they got 30 letters because everybody else sent me letters and they think you did all these letters, right? And they will yell at you, scream at you, tell you to go back to the country you came from. Apparently you have an accent. So check this out, right? Even when they want to sell, you are still starting at negative ground. You are still need to convince them that you're legit. They still want to see who you are and what you do, how many references you have, while you did so much work. It gets even worse. So, Joe, how are you doing, Joe?
Good, how are you?
So imagine Joe, right? I'm going to take Joe by the hand, walk him up a mountain, beautiful sunset, and I show him a field of aircraft, right? Airplane as far as the eye can see. Can you picture that? Very romantic, right? And I tell him, Joe, see all these planes here? 97% of them will crash and burn midair. Are you going to wave your family goodbye in one of these planes? Not if you like them, right? And then you say, okay, fine, that's life and death, it's not fair. Okay. Maserati, you're going to buy a Maserati. And you're about to swipe your credit card and you say, the car dealership owner runs to you and says, listen, wait, every 100 times you turn the key, the car will only start 3 times. Are you going to buy that car? Oh, hell no. Same with a laptop, whatever. There is no case scenario where a 3% success rate is acceptable. None. Except one thing, Lotto. Only Lotto is acceptable for a 3% success rate. Investors are supposed to be the experts in calculating risk, numbers, vacancy, yet for only you, the 3% rate is acceptable to gamble with your money. Does that make any sense? Do you see why I get frustrated on BiggerPockets when I tell people, what the hell are you thinking? So, that said, there is a better way. This is us. We get Okay, it's a little bit embarrassing. So none of these leads are opened, but just imagine they're opened. We get way too many leads. We get anywhere between 4 and 12 leads every single day. While I'm eating, while I'm out, while I'm on the Mississippi River, I get leads. I don't lift a finger. I don't spend a cent. I don't do anything. This goes on day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, for 5 years straight since I started. It is 100% hands-off. I don't spend a cent. I don't lift a finger. All the work has been done 5 years ago, and now I'm just sitting back, relaxed, and I just ignore them. I should be wholesaling them, but I hate wholesaling. We're good at it, but we hate it. So I'm trying to find an acquisitions team to wholesale for me, but until then, we get angry phone calls. I filled in the form 3 days ago. Where's my offer? I'm like, dude, chill. There are 10 more people on the first page. We'll go bother them. But no, they need an offer from us. And this is not random. The reason why people are obsessed getting an offer from us, specifically us, is because of that credibility factor. They just know that they will get an offer that they're very excited about. And the way we make our offers, we make people very realistically, make them realize what the house is actually worth and what is a fair offer. And we get a lot of our offers accepted. Sadly, we flip 6 houses at a time, and once we reach number 6, we just don't do anything with these leads anymore. So we just choose and pick the best ones. By the way, one of our best deals was we bought a house for a $250,000 house for $10. Now, the question is, how? Who wants this? Nah, 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 nah. All right. Here's where you're going to participate. And try to really go on with me, okay? What do you think, David? Come here. What do you think a motivated seller would type into Google to sell their house fast? Really listen to the question and really pretend you are a motivated seller. What would you type in to sell your house fast?
How to sell my house fast.
How do you sell my house fast, David? Wait, I'll do the Connecticut market, okay? How do you sell my house fast in Connecticut? Okay. What else? Give me a few more.
Fast cash offer.
Cash from a house in Connecticut. What else? Anybody?
As it is.
It's the same thing. Okay, type this in. How do I sell my house without an agent? How do you sell my house in Connecticut without an agent? How about legitimate house buyers in Connecticut? We buy houses in Connecticut. Who buys houses in Connecticut? I need to sell my house fast in Connecticut. Can you keep up? Look at that guy, dude. Dang! Anything else? That enough? So he's opening an incognito window, right, to make it fair, right? Okay, let me take over. You have them all?
Yep.
Who here is a stalker? Who here has seen my website? Okay. This is my website. To prove it to you, we rank number 1, right? So this is me right there. Hello. Okay. We rank number 1. We have the mini links for this keyword. For this keyword, we rank number 1. We rank number 2. For this keyword, we rank number 1. We rank number 2. This keyword, we rank number 1. For this keyword, we rank number 1. The point I'm trying to make. How many of you have already spoken to an SEO company before in the past? Awesome. Keep your hands up. How many of you know something about SEO? No, you don't. How many of you have heard the experts talk about keywords? Keyword this, keyword that, keyword volume, keyword research, keyword that. You have my permission to spit in their faces. Google does not go by keywords. Everybody gets this wrong. Google goes by search intent, not keyword. To prove it to you, well, let me just show you an example. The point of me asking you to come up with your own keywords. You see this douchebag on BiggerPockets telling everybody is wrong, he's the only one that's right, everybody is wrong, he's the only one that's right. So you're going to say, okay, what the hell is wrong with this guy, right? So you're going to schedule a call with me to prove to him that he is wrong. So you're going to schedule a call with him, and he is a little monkey going in front of the stage, and he types in all these keywords, and he ranks number one for every freaking keyword you type in. What are you going to say? You're going to say, bullshit, you already knew you were going to rank for these keywords, you just staged, right? Did I do that? I asked you to give me your keywords, right? I rank number one for any and every keyword, regardless whether I have it on my website or not. I will always rank number one, no matter what the competition does, no matter what keyword you're gunning for, I will always beat you. The reason why is because Google does not go by keywords. Google extracts the search intent behind the keywords, and Google will match the best website aligned with that keyword. What does that mean? Who here knows the difference between search intent and keyword? So many SEO experts were here, right? Give them to me. Go ahead.
Keyword is basically matching up in the background somewhat on the websites. And then you have the search intent is basically how you would act, how people actually talk and speak.
Okay, check this out. Keyword is what you physically type in the search box, right? That's a keyword. Everybody knows that, yes? Search intent is what you were truly after when you typed in those keywords. Which one do you think is better? Search intent. If I type something crazy, okay, let's see what I got. I said I need to sell. Oh wow, I spelled it all correctly. Holy crackers. I need to sell my hot shoe in Connecticut fast. Google will say, I don't care what you want. I will give you what you want. Google will correct it and give them what you were truly after. There's just one example, okay? Google goes beyond just the typical, the errors. Google actually will always try to figure out what you truly want. Why? Google, I'm going to tell you the secret of my SEO success, okay? This is the secret. Google has one job. Does anybody know what Google's one and only job is? Other than making money.
Steal your data.
Which one?
Steal your data.
Check this out. I'm going to give you the answer and you're going to say, oh yeah, okay, whatever. Stop, okay? Really, stop and think. Google's one and only job is to rank the best website number one. Okay? Where's David? Okay. Google's one and only job is to rank the best website number one. Make sense? You have no idea. Let's see, type in Smurfs, but don't hit enter yet. What do you expect to show up on the screen when he hits enter? Blue people. Hit enter. Look at that, you guessed it right. Try crocodiles. You should see crocodiles, yes? Can you imagine if he types in Smurfs, you get cars, you type in crocodile, you get glasses, you type in carpet, you get airplanes, you type in buildings, you get ants. Every time you type something into Google, Google is something completely random. Are you still going to use Google? What are you going to do? You're going to use Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo, right? You're going to use anything else but Google. What happens when nobody is on Google? Google makes no more money. How? Why? Ads, right? If nobody is on Google, nobody is on Google to click on any ads. Google makes no more money. So, if I tell you that Google has one job, which is to rank the best website #1, do you now have a new appreciation of how serious Google is about that? Google does not mess with this. That is why Google gets anal on your ass when you try to manipulate the rankings. They will go crazy and they'll drop you from the rankings. Why? Because let's say, Russell, I'm going to give you $200, you give me a backlink. And Joe, I'm going to give you a backlink if you give me one. And Jess, she's a smart one. She's going to start 3,000 crappy blogs from 3,000 websites, and she's going to give herself a backlink. Google will say, oh wow, this guy has so many backlinks, right? It must be awesome. I will rank #1. Do you rank #1 because your website was awesome? You rank #1 because you played the system. If your website was good, you wouldn't have to do it. You already ranked #1. So everybody or anybody that does that has probably a crappy website. So now you have crappy websites ranking #1. Who are they going to blame? Google? Or are you going to blame the website owner? They're going to blame Google, of course. Do you see how serious Google is about ranking the best website #1? Now, if Google has just one job to rank the best website #1, what is the next obvious question? How does Google know which website is the best website, huh? If you knew that answer, you wouldn't be here today. Well, I know that answer. Any idea? All the SEO experts out there, right?
Bounce rate.
Bounce rate, good job. What else? Backlinks. Time unpaid, bounce rate, how many people click on your website, how long they stay on your website, how many people bookmark your website, how many people go deeper in your website, click on the links, and all that crap. None of it is wrong. I could say it's all right, but none of it is wrong, so I'll say it better, right? None of it is wrong. However, there is one metric that blows every other metric away, and this is my secret, where all other SEO companies go wrong. Everybody. If I were to ask you, how do you get leads online? What would you say? Oh, easy, right? If you rank #1, you get a bunch of leads. Yes, yes, every time, everybody, yes? Makes sense? If you rank #1, guys, you know I'm a douchebag. If this question is so obvious, of course it's wrong. No, it's not right. Ranking #1 does not get you any leads. Ranking #1 gets you traffic. You know the difference, right? When you send your direct marketing pieces out and you get angry phone calls, you're ugly, I hate you, you stink like wet monkey, blah, 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 that's traffic, that's not leads. You still need a system. I wonder how he translates wet monkey. You still need a system. Sorry, dude. That takes the traffic and converts the traffic into leads. Do you know what we call that system? Only one system can do that. No! Get out. That system, I'm sorry, that system is called credibility. Only credibility can take traffic and convert that traffic into leads. Okay? So now, let me go back here. So while the rest of the planet says, rank #1, therefore you get leads, here is my secret. It's the exact opposite. What is the opposite of rank #1, therefore you get leads?
Rank last, don't get leads.
You said it with a straight face too. Good try, good try. The opposite is get leads. Therefore, you will rank number one. What better way for Google to evaluate how good a website is than by the sheer amount of leads that website is generating? If my website, if a stranger lands on my website and they are willing to fill in their private and personal information on that website, don't you all agree that website must have provided user with an unparalleled user experience, yes? That website provided the user exactly what they want. Getting your forms filled is the hardest thing ever. If you rank number 2 and somebody else ranks number 1 and you that ranks number 2 get more leads, why the hell would Google keep you at number 2? Get more leads, you will outrank anybody. Do you understand that ranking number 1 is a side product, it's a byproduct of conversions? If you get conversions, the obvious consequence of that is you will rank number 1. So, what is the job of every SEO company out there on the planet? To rank you number 1, yes? Do you see why this is wrong? We do not care about rankings. Don't give a crap about rankings. The only thing that we care about is conversions. If you can convert more, you will beat the competition. Now look at this. Let me give you a quick example, right? We buy houses in Connecticut. So here are all the keywords. We rank number 1. Let me make it quick because I'm running out of time. We rank number 1 for every single one of these keywords. I already told you this. Who here said, I need to sell my house fast in Connecticut? Who here mentioned a keyword? You. How are you doing? Why is that keyword my least favorite keyword? Anybody? Why is I need to sell my house fast my least favorite keyword? That is a good thing. Look at my face. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm afraid of competition? No. Oh, hell no. Coca-Cola doesn't have competition. Pepsi does. Nobody beats Coca-Cola. They're number 1, they will be number 1. Only ranking number 2 is where you have competition. Ranking number 1, you are safe. You understand? So from now on, nobody should ever say anything remotely like, oh, there's too much competition. Competition is an illusion. It literally is an illusion. Okay? Do I have people on the first page of Google? Of course. Look at that. Do I have competition? No. I rank number 1 for everything. By the way, do you know what happens when you rank number 1 for everything? David, where is that thing?
On Google.
This is us. We make about 2 million a year. No joking, without trying. We don't even try. Just because we outrank anybody and everybody for anything and everything. The moment somebody wants to sell their house, they will fill in your form. There's no arguing, there is no debating this. Nobody is going to go to Google, skip the first 3 results and fill in the form on the first spot. Nobody does that. So there's a good reason why we have to take this very seriously, right? So why is I need to sell my house fast not my favorite keyword? Let me ask you guys this. Who wants to sell their house fast? Yes. Who else? Yes. Who else? Yes. Let me rephrase my question because we're going to get out of here. Who wants to sell their house slowly? Nobody. So let me rephrase my question. Who wants to sell their house fast? Everybody. If you rank for that keyword, you will get people that want to sell with an agent. They want to sell it yesterday. People want to sell the house themselves when they have it sold yesterday. People want to cash off when they have it sold yesterday. Do you rather have 3 motivated seller leads every day? Or do you want 15,000 leads every 3 minutes and they're all tire kickers? Which one? If this one's not my favorite keyword, I think I offended him. They switched. This was my favorite keyword. Which one is? Which one is the most difficult, the most expensive, the most desired, the sexiest, the awesomest keyword there is on the planet? We buy houses, city, state. Why? Why do I like that keyword so much? Who in the right mind is going to type in "we buy houses" in order to sell a house? The reason why I'm doing this is there is a specific way of thinking when it comes to lead generation, motivated sellers.
They're looking for you.
Why?
They're motivated. They're trying to sell. They're actually trying to sell.
Okay. He said it right. His intention is right, but I want to rephrase your answer, okay? The only person that's going to type in "we buy houses" in order to sell a house knows about we buy houses companies. There's no other way. Why would anybody type it in? A direct mail marketing, a cold call, a billboard sign, a TV commercial, whatever, right? Everybody with me, yes? Make sense? Because this is important. This is a really important mindset to understand. Everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
I don't hear anybody.
Gotcha.
If they know about we buy houses companies, they know they're going to get a cash offer, yes? If they know they're going to get a cash offer, they know the offer will be below market value, yes? If they still type in "we buy houses" to sell a house, knowing the offer will be below market value, aren't those the people that you want to rank number 1 for? Do you think your competition thinks this way? Oh, hell freaking no. When I first started, it took me 3 months knowing nothing about investing. 3 months fast forward, I dominated Connecticut. It took me 3 months. Why? Because nobody else thinks. You are the only one in your market that thinks straight. You will crush everybody. I know from experience. My students know from experience. Why is "how do I sell my house in Connecticut" another one of those amazing keywords? Why? Go for it.
Because they're looking for an answer to a question.
For every keyword, people are looking for an answer to a question.
They're looking for a credible, like they're looking for a credible source.
Let me give you the answer, because it's not wrong, but hear me out. Anybody that wants to sell their house, the average Joe wants to sell their house, who are they going to call? An agent. Nobody. David, can you fix this? David, can you sit down? Nobody is going to go to Google, type in "how do I sell my house," looking for an agent. If they were looking for an agent, they would type in top 3 agents in Connecticut, right? They are looking for a cash buyer. If they're looking for a cash buyer, they want a cash offer, they know the offer is going to be low market value, they still type it in. Very good keyword. Do you see how you have to be extremely analytical when you do anything and everything online? Okay. Who here knows how Google works? How much time do you have left?
20.
Ooh.
5 more questions. 5 more questions.
Okay, okay, I'll wrap it up. Let's type something very specific. I need to sell my house. Multi-family house in Connecticut. Fast. Let's see what we got. Okay, The way Google works, if you do a search and Google finds that keyword on a website, Google will highlight it in bold, right? You see here, this guy has multifamily in this website, yes? Everybody can see that? Do I, ranking number 1, have the words multifamily on my website? If the SEO experts were right, why do I rank number 1 and I don't have the keyword? Do you see how everybody is just regurgitating BS when it comes to SEO? I don't have the keywords. I still beat the people that do. Why? When I said Google goes by search intent, not keywords. Google has seen Joe here. He types in, hey, in some house in Connecticut. You know what? Let me give you a quick example. I need to sell my house. Let me give you a live example. So let's say one of you wants to sell their house. Let's say, what's your name? Yes. Matthew. You're a motivated house seller. You have an IP address 12345, and you type in this keyword, I need to sell my house in Connecticut. What I'm going to say next is blasphemy, okay? So, but just let's pretend, it's going to hurt me even say this, that this guy here ranks number 1. Okay? Matt, you click on number 1 ranking website, you scroll down, you see the female Terminator, you get scared, you poop your pants, you click the back button, and then you click on the awesome website like this one. And then you say, what? Pretty lady, what? Pretty colors, look at this guy, not this one, but this one. And then, 15 minutes after you fill in the form, what did Google see? Google sees, wait a second, Mr. Matt, with IP address 12345, clicked on the Terminator website, spends half a second on that website, click the back button, then goes to the monkey website and spends 50 minutes on the website and fills in the form. Google says for that keyword, the Terminator website sucked monkey butt through a straw. But the monkey website was awesome. Why? Because you ultimately filled in the form. What is Google's only job again? To rank the best website number 1. So Google will switch them around. I will become number 1, they will become number last. And then you have Joe here, he types in this keyword, and gosh darn it, the exact same thing happens again. And then you have Sunita there, types in this keyword, and the same thing happens again. And every single one of you guys types in different keyword, and freaking hell, man, the monkey website always beats everybody else. Google is a learning algorithm. Google realizes, wait a second, every time anybody types in a keyword with the intention of selling their house, the monkey website always beats everybody else. Does everybody follow this? Because it's the big secret of our success. Yes? Now, where did I just type that in? Anyways, now somebody types in, I need to sell my multifamily house fast in Connecticut. Do we all agree that this keyword is very specific? Very specific, yes? I rank number 1. Why? Because Google says, wait a second, they don't have the keyword on the website, but I will rank at number 1 anyways. Why? Because Google extracts the intention behind the keyword being they need to sell their house, and Google already knows that every time somebody types with that intention, that website always beat everybody else. That is why I gave you guys the option, give me your keywords. I'm not afraid, come on, give it to me, give them to me. And I rank number 1 regardless what you typed in. That is why we make millions. Nobody caught on to this yet. Now all of you know more about SEO than 97% of all the SEO geniuses out there. Hands down. Time is up, I think. Any questions?
Got one for you.
What?
I've got a question for you.
Go for it.
Is there anything specifically that you do to improve the quality of leads as volume increases?
The website itself is a filter. People find our website that's a very big secret also to how we became so leads. When you look at websites, your competition, have you ever noticed that these guys have like mountains of text on the website? Nobody freaking reads text. Nobody. People like pictures. People like shapes. People like colors. My website is very visually based for a reason. Nowhere do you see a mountain of text. My website is always like 3 or 4 sentences at a time. Even when it's a lot of text, it's divided into smaller sentences. The trick to quality of leads is for people to read the website. They will know that the website is for them, if their service is for them, and when they're not. There are plenty of people that are motivated. You do not want to have everybody fill in. You want to have the people that want to sell now. And if you can see from my email, and I only target select cities in Connecticut, we get plenty. Everybody is fighting over leads. I'm sitting there reading at the Bigger Pockets post, and I'm laughing like, dude, what the hell? There are leads everywhere. You just need to know how to catch them. So to answer your question, to improve the quality of your leads, is you need to have people read your website. And for that, you need to have an amazing website that is easy to read, it's very inviting, and all the information is ready, available to be there. Go ahead. You heard.
So you mentioned the search intent, and I saw that for multifamily, the search intent appears to be the same, or at least it's still showing up. You're still ranked #1. Have you seen for other types of asset classes, other than just multifamily or single family, etc., such as hotels, which is what we're interested in, does that search intent and how you actually target the search intent, does that change?
How many Googles are there? David, where's David? For a second. David, come here for a second and type in all the websites. Okay, how many Googles are there? 1. How many internets are there? 1. If this thing works for real estate investing, it works for everything. If I wanted to rank for pink elephants that fly over hotels in New Orleans, I will rank for that specific keyword as long as you build your website. Type in Weber houses in Jacksonville, Florida, Southern California, Augusta, GA, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let me know if you can keep up. Okay, so the intent of the user, of the traffic you want to target, needs to resonate with your message on your website. That is how you target your audience. That's how you can get as many leads as you can possibly handle.
So just to clarify, I meant different asset classes like RV parks and hotels. Is that going to change? So if I type how do we buy hotels in Connecticut, are you going to rank for that?
No, because I don't buy hotels. I specifically do not want to rank for that, so I don't target my website to rank for that.
So my question is, how do we rank for that, like hotels?
The content on your website. Okay, so in your website you will say something like, hey, we buy hotels and we give good deals for hotels. Google will then extract the intention, the message of your website, and then they will match it with the intention of the keywords, and then is how they both come together. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Joe?
I was going to ask, so like you mentioned, there are people who may find you because they want to work with them. Like want to work with an agent, and you get some of those leads, I'm sure that come through. Do you do something with those, or do you just kind of dump them to the side, or do you refer them, or do you have I'm just curious how you... We
lift the carpet and we just brush them on there. We do nothing. We just don't have the people. We're looking for a solid acquisition managers team. It's so difficult to find the right people. These people are way too hungry. They are rude. They treat the sellers bad. They scam them. They just give them low offers. We don't do that. So we really need people that know how to treat sellers right, and those are people we hire. Go for it.
If you weren't starting from scratch right now building a website, would you hire someone else, or would you learn how to...
I would never hire anybody out because, like I said, they're all doing it wrong. No offense to anybody that's SEO here, but if you're not doing it this way, no offense, you're doing it wrong.
My follow-up was going to be, how would you filter them if you were to follow this?
Ask them this. Do you do keyword research? They say yes, run. Okay, it's not about keywords, and this is really, really serious. You guys seen the proof, yes? I rank number 1 for keywords I don't even have on my website. Anybody that says keyword this has no idea what the freaking hell they're talking about. Okay, so look at this for a second, okay? This information I told you, my students pay me a lot of money for this exact same thing what I've taught all of you here, okay? So this is legit, this is the key to success. Click on every single one of these number 1 ranking websites here. Scroll all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all down. That's our logo. Every single one of them. We have people in Houston take the first 4 spots. People in Sacramento take the first 2 spots. People in Florida take the first 2 spots. Do you know why this is so important that I say the first 2, the first 4? How many people can rank number 1? Just 1. The second best has to rank number 2, right? And the best after that one has to rank number 3. Our students don't take the first and then the third and then the 7th. They take the first, second, third, and 4th. There is nothing better out there in their market. This theory I gave you guys is so solid. It reliably ranks people number 1 or number 2 if they're doing the same market. And they're making ridiculous amounts of money. And that is why you'll see that logo on many websites ranking number 1. Go to, check this out, last thing. Go to We Buy Houses in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Bigger Pockets just interviewed this guy. He has just, okay, go down. I'm not going to mention names. This guy here has an SEO company. That is his website. He has an SEO company. The guy, number 1, click on his website. He just did an interview with Bigger Pockets. He said, before he joined this, applied the theory he told me, he didn't have a company, he didn't have a website, he didn't have anything. These people with 0 SEO experience are beating the people that own SEO companies and that hire professional SEO agencies to do SEO for them. Yet these complete newbies, they crush them. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. You guys now know more than a lot of SEO experts out there. And as long as you apply this, you will be filthy rich. Go.
Do you get penalized at all if somebody goes to your website, fills out the form, but you then don't follow up with them?
Do I get penalized? By whom?
By Google.
No. Google only cares about their rules. How you treat people, Google doesn't care. Of the website. One last thing also, 5 minutes. We are 100% immune to any Google updates, ever. Do you know why? Do you know what an algorithm update is? It's just a new way to catch people that try to manipulate the rankings. That's it, right? We do exactly what Google wants us to do. We build a website that provides value to people. That's it. That's all we do. We don't care about rankings. That means we don't manipulate it. The only thing we care about is our traffic. Here is our slogan, is what I always say. SEO is not about Google. SEO is about people. I may not have much time, but if you guys are interested, I can be available afterwards, where I will dissect my website step by step. I will even evaluate some of you guys' website and will tell you exactly why it's wrong, why we're doing something, why we don't do something, and you guys can get an actual example of what to do to your website. You can take home with you right now, change it, and immediately have an increase in leads. And when I say immediately, I mean immediately. SEO takes time to rank, yes? Credibility is instant. Instant. The second you have a website, you hit the publish button, your immediately instant. You can immediately make money. We have made money overnight. Anybody that tells you can make money overnight is a scam, bullshit. We have made money instantly overnight by having a credible website, driving traffic to your website immediately, and make money right now. If you guys are interested, let me know. If there's plenty of you that are interested, I will make myself available, and I'll go here, whatever, and I'll dissect my website step by step. Every single section, I will tell you what to do. You were first, you were second, you were third. You were fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th.
When you say the word credibility, what is Google's definition of credibility?
Forget Google's definition of credibility. Take my definition. Here's my definition of credibility. Credibility is not the completion of a certain set of tasks, like putting a picture of yourself up on a website. David, bring up my website. Do you hear that? 2 sentences. This is my version of credibility. Take this to heart. Credibility is not the completion of a certain set of tasks, like putting a picture of yourself up on your website. Go to my website. Go to the About Us section. Credibility is the desired effect completing a certain set of tasks has on somebody. See if you can know the difference. Okay, here. See this handsome guy here? See this badass truck there? The task would be, if you have Miss Betty, 86-year-old white little granny, she's going to do the exact same task as me. She's going to put herself on the back of the truck here, does this, and take a picture. I do the exact same task. I'm sorry, little granny, but it doesn't work for you, it works for me. Even though we did the exact same task, she is not credible doing the exact same task. So again, credibility is not the completion of a certain set of tasks, like putting a picture of yourself up on your website. Credibility is the desired effect doing that set of tasks has on somebody. Does everybody gets this? That is really important because my website is copied nationwide. And I just laugh at them when I see them doing it because they have no clue what they're copying. It doesn't work. Does it answer your question? Next one. Okay, well, that's what that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a post out on my Instagram. I'm going to tag it BPCon 2021. Reply to the post, say I or something, and I will figure out a way, if there's enough people at least, to come back here. I will dissect my entire website step by step, and I will evaluate some of your website and will tell you exactly why it's not working.
What's your Instagram handle?
That flipping couple. David, put my Instagram up quickly. It's hard to find good help. That flipping couple. That's weird. It's supposed to come up. Get out. Okay, it's that flipping couple. I'm going to put a post. I'm going to tag it BPCon 2021. So just do the tag, reply I. If there's enough people, I will come back here afterwards and I'll dissect my website. Thank you guys for coming.